doing something. Okay, so this is the second half of the video. I don't know if you stayed for the first half of me crapping on about stuff. We're in the process of making a signs and synchronicity board, which is essentially the collection of stuff I found over the last, God, it must be like 2 years or so. And I'm just trying to create an art piece with it, which is a little shit. But, you know, we're going to go with it because I don't like waste. So I'm going to make something with it. And I like upcycling and recycling stuff. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. This is the second half of something. So we're discussing what types of signs and synchronicities you might find in the street or around you or stuff like that, and what they could mean. We've got Frankie here. Fucking cute. Anyway, look at you bastard. You're awesome. He knows it. Anyway. If you don't know what the fuck we're doing, I suggest you go and look at the other video. Even though it does go for a long time, I've just transferred it over. I'm sorry. So it's a long one. Maybe you want to put it like on in the background and you can just do something else with while you're listening or something. I don't know. It's white noise. It's good. And not far to go actually. The other things. So what did we get up to? I've got another earring. It's a painted, hand-painted one. Maybe someone's a painter. Maybe someone who's a painter is listening. I don't know. Eavesdropping. I don't know. So many interesting signs and synchronicities. So I'm going to have to put that somewhere. Anyway, I'm trying to remember what I finished with. I was talking about this young girl who's the daughter of my niece. No. The daughter of my nail technician. She's Vietnamese and we decided we were going to do gold. I prefer silver, but you know, gotta change it up. Plus it's kids, so I can't say no to kids. So, you know. She's come up with some interesting colours as well. She's like, we're going to do this. And it's like, all right. Yeah, anyway, you should have watched the other one. So, another one we got is a broken fox. I think it's a fox, maybe a fox toe ring. So maybe someone's being cunning or intelligent or a bit sneaky. I don't know what a fox is. What are some traits of some foxes? And it's broken. So obviously that didn't work. So whoever's been trying to be Baldric levels of cunning as a fox probably didn't work. So you want to, that's an interesting sign. Who do we know that wants to be cunning like a fox? Or you need to be wary of people that are trying to be cunning and manipulative around you. Maybe that's a sign. Frankie, don't you start barking. Don't do it. I'm watching you. Fuckers run off anyway. Right, what else did we find? We found a Diamante Daisy or something like that. It's a fake one? I don't know. Something to do with something silver, something that is a joiner. So this is what's called a spacer when you're making jewelry. It's a spacer. You usually get one of these and you get like a bead on that end and another bead on that end. And it's a space in between your jewelry. So it's used for stopping your, maybe you have valuable beads rubbing up against each other. And this is a bit of a cheap shit bit. That is the buffer that stops it wearing away at the good beads. Maybe you've got like Latin beads or something like that, glass beads or something like that have been handmade, and that thing stops them rubbing up against you, wearing away at the glass. So that's one of them. I don't know. I've had a dirty thought there. Somebody's wedged between two. No, it's like somebody's being the spacer in something. I'm not going into that. I'm not. It's rude. It's funny, but it's rude. Maybe someone has been the space in between two people. Maybe someone is in a more ethical way. Maybe someone's trying to break up or someone, or it's been like the blocker of two valuable people getting together or something. I don't know. I'm trying not to see it as some kind of a threesome orgy thing, but you know, we never know. So the universe has an interesting sense of humor, and she's often quite filthy, you know. So you go, ma. I'll create you, do, darling. I can do anything I want. I can talk about anything I want. You came out of me. Weird. Anyway, so here's a gold star, a yellow star. Yellow being a sign of positivity. If you ever get the sun card in a reading, it's usually a sign of positivity and warmth and something happy happening. So someone might have got a wish fulfillment and it's a yellow happy time and they're very excited about what they got. which is nice. Because I love it when people are happy when they've done the right thing. If people are happy and they haven't done the right thing, I get pissy. I'm like, no. You got that by ill-gotten gains, and we're not doing that. I don't like that. Little droplet. Little diamante droplet, I found that. So something, maybe a water sign or something to do with feelings. Broken. Not really broken, just fallen off. So maybe someone's lost feelings. It's a very morbid way of looking at things. It's very pretty still. A little bit tarnished. Someone's feelings might have got a little bit tarnished and fallen off. That's sad. That's very sad though, because you know, it'll get fixed in the end, won't it? It all comes around, you'll be alright. So we'll glue that one on too. I hope that person feels better, I don't know. Apples, Chinese symbol of purity and intelligence. Also, if you've ever watched or read the Death Note series, also what, you know, is it a death demon or something like that? It's what the demon is obsessed with eating in it. I don't know, weird eclectic version of texts I've read, but you know, it's a demon. If you ever watch the series, it's a really good series actually. Not the American version, don't bother with that one, go for the Japanese proper one. But there's a demon and it's got a book or something, and you write people's names in it, and then they die the next day in a way that you've explained. And it's a very interesting series, and it might be a very interesting tool for someone, I guess. But I don't know why that came to mind, but apples were what the demon was obsessed with. So, I don't know, forbidden fruit, maybe some kind of Adam and Eve thing. You give it to teachers, it keeps doctors away or some shit. Sign of intelligence and purity. I don't know, apples are good. I like red over green, but you know, everyone's different. Glue that one on. Again, a fruit, a sign of prosperity and abundance, cornucopia kind of thing. So, you know, it's not bad if you find one of those. I've got a diamante dragonfly wing, or half of one. Now, dragonflies, in esoteric terms and symbolism, is a time of change, not transformation, so much change and good luck. Butterflies are transformation and change. But dragonflies are meant to bring times of change. This sort of, you know, you sit there and you think about dragonflies just skimming across the water and things like that. They're touching things as they go, and it sends a ripple effect on the water. That's the best analogy I can think of for it. That's some loud music. We'll change that one, I think. Jays. Sorry. You ever get that where you have to get the right song? Gloria Gaynor. This was my divorce song. It's the best song to get divorced to. I'm just saying. Yeah, anyway. If you're going through divorce, highly recommend Gloria Gaynor and the movie First Wives Club. Fascisnet. Anyway, dragonflies. So this is half a dragonfly. So maybe someone was facing the opportunity for change, and it is a diamante kind of symbol. If you look at it, it's made of what should be gems if they were real. So someone had a chance at some good change, a really good productive change, and they decided not to take it, and so it's snapped in half and broken and discarded. So I can't even imagine why someone would be that fucking stupid, but you know, I can't talk for everyone really, so I'm going to glue that on as a warning sign to anyone who's being ungrateful in the future. When a dragonfly comes up to you, the ripple effect that you could be turning down could be something highly valuable, and you need to think about what you're doing. I don't know. Everybody's different. We're all subject to circumstances and particular environments that we find ourselves in. So maybe the choice or decision to make the change wasn't as easy as it seems. I don't know. Anyway, so here's I didn't like this series so much, but you know, it seems a bit plain, doesn't it? It's tarnished and it's heavy. So someone's listening that is heavy, a burden maybe, not a great person, is very tarnished. It once gave the illusion of silver, is now worn. Make that one. Anyway, I don't like it. It's not. I like silver, man. So I'm gonna glue that one on. So again, you need to be wary of those who are eavesdropping and maybe sitting around you who are trying to appear to be something that they're not. You know, some people who are trying to appear to be silver when realistically they're just like a boring tarnished metal underneath. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is fun though. I like this. Very creative. Another eye. So if it was blue, it'd be an evil eye for sure. But because it's a yellow eye, I don't know. Maybe it's the eye of Ra. Maybe we're looking at a higher good here. The sun Egyptian sun god. I don't know. Maybe he's watching us and checking where it rises. I don't know. Depends on what your cultural lineage is and where you've been historically, reincarnation-wise, I guess. Some of us have got some ancestors on the other side we didn't know we fucking had, and they are doing great works for us. So you know, something seems out the ordinary. Just bearing in mind you're only aware of your existence in this 3D at this point in time. You're not really, for the most part, aware of where you've been spiritually in the past, reincarnation-wise. So it's always good to keep an open mind. Oh look, a tiny cross. Ooh, but what if it's upside down? Yeah. We're going that the right way up because I don't want to bring bad juju to my shit, man. But you know, faith, if you're into that. Judeo-Christian mindset. I don't know. I was raised a witness and we don't do crucifixes. They very much see it as a torture device. But you know, some people see it as some kind of symbol of faith in a promise about freedom and, you know, what do they call it? The promise of everlasting life and Jesus' sacrifice for us. It's a loaded conversation. I think you need to have more in-depth understanding of Christianity than I do to understand the value of the cross that much more. I see it myself as celebrating a weapon of destruction, and I don't understand why. Because if it was anyone else, why do we have to keep reminding ourselves that this man was in intense pain enough to die, and then celebrate it? It doesn't sit with me well. So I don't know. Some people are different, and of course you can have your own viewpoints. If you wanted to celebrate something, why not just have a little picture of Jesus himself on you? I mean, why, if you liked him that much, would you constantly reinforce the fact that he was in intense pain? It's like, everybody's different. I don't know. There's something in that. It's like we're celebrating ouchies for some reason. So I'm going to chuck that upright somewhere. But someone who's got faith in something, maybe it can mean something else. Or to have faith, maybe you're feeling a little bit lost at a time, and you got to think about what's going on, or something. I don't know, and maybe just be more relaxed and have faith in your circumstances. Things will work out for the best. Another star, another wish fulfillment. So I don't know if any of this is going to stick. I have a strong feeling all this is heavier than it should be, and I should have used hot glue gun. So, pink beads. Beads are decorative. Pink being innocence, feminine as innocence. Although if you're from India or anywhere like that, pink is actually the color of healing, regardless of sex or gender. So that's nice to know. You'll find a lot of men wear pink in places like India and stuff like that, because this is meant to be a masculine color. Gold stars. Gold stars. Ooh. Gold stars are always good. Gold stars, I chuck that one on anyway. What looks like a padlock. So someone's maybe locked in something. I don't know if you can see. Padlock. I think it's a padlock. Someone's locked in something, and it's sealed as well, so it's not even broken. So somehow they snapped off the chain, but they're still stuck, which is horrible. Anyway, so we carry on. I hope their life gets better. Don't feel trapped all the time. Even if you're trapped in a situation, remember it's only a prison of the mind that keeps you there. It's the devil's card. Everyone's terrified of the fucker, but honestly, all he's doing is showing you a way to get out. Think about it. It's like, you're trapped. It's like, yeah, I know. But it's in your brain. I know. Why don't you do something about it? I don't know. You're lazy. That's the one. Anyway, we're nearly finished. So I've got like a brass chain snapped again. Both ends gone now. So, this isn't a very good chain, is it? It's very antiquated. Maybe someone's broken something that was a old mindset, or something just wore out. Both the clasp and what we call a jump ring is gone. So both parties have decided to fuck off from this equation, which is probably for the best. Sometimes, if it's not nice and if it doesn't fit right and if it's heavy, let it go, man. Let it go. Where am I gonna put this? I'm running out of room now. I'll start overlapping stuff over here. So, yeah. Anyway, the problem, some people stay in things that are just not meant for them because they've outlived their use or their purpose. You've learned a lesson, you won't want to break the cycle because it's familiar. Even though, you know, it would be in your higher good and better for you if you just left it. Because at the point, if you stay in something you're meant to be in that long enough, or if too long, it will just fester. And you'll build resentment to other people in a situation, and it's not good for you. So, you know, I had that problem when I was married because I wouldn't let it go. So I commit and I overcommit, which is a problem. This is a big problem because it means that I end up tolerating a load of shit that I shouldn't have. You know, it fucks you over mentally anyway afterwards. So sometimes you're lucky in that both parties will decide that the chain is not for us, so both of us are gonna and that's probably the best circumstances, when both people are ready to leave. I wasn't ready to leave when I got divorced. I still loved my ex-husband when I left. I didn't afterwards. I reasoned with myself, and any person that's willing to hurt someone that much in that way clearly doesn't love them. So obviously it was a one-sided relationship. So it took a while to get used to that idea, because I'm like, but this is the way it's always been, and I love this person, I've been with him since I was 17 and all that shit. But you do eventually catch your heart up to your mind, and it does start making sense after a while. You're like, yeah, no, because then it'll be like little bits that remind you or show insight into why it didn't work and why it wasn't what you thought it was. And that's the bit that adds clarity. It's the detail. The big gap of not knowing from the initial breakup till the small information bits come back and you start realizing is the bit where you want to go back to them, because you don't see the little bits. You don't see all the little shit bits that they did to you and all that shit. It's only in hindsight that you appreciate this was a godsend that I did leave, because this guy, not for me. I don't know how I would have survived that any further than I did before. I think that was the best time to get out, to be honest. Even though I ended up being, you know, homeless and shit afterwards. Worth it. Anyway, here's another star. A tiny little baby star. It's green. Oh, green is the color of healing. If you have Raphael as one of your angels following you around, and sometimes we are lucky to have one of those following around, you'll find that you have a very healing energy. You might have a little Chiron in your chart, which is the arrangement which helps you become a healer. So you'll be able to relate to other people and be able to help them fix themselves. Now, don't be the person that tries to fix them. Show them how to do it. Don't do it for them, because otherwise you'll get sucked into their fucking drama. And if they choose to listen, that's fine. But if they choose not to listen and they choose to do their own things, which are still breaking up their life and damaging everyone around them, then you need to leave those fuckers alone. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed, right? And besides the point, it's about free will as well, because if they're free willing themselves into not wanting to heal, then that's on them. You can't force someone to do the right thing, what is perceived to be the right thing, because it won't be the right thing for them at the time. They're just not ready. And that goes with everything. That's not just being, you know, like a light worker. That's also talking as a teacher. That's also talking as a lover, as an ex-wife, as, you know, if someone's not ready to be what they need to be in order to progress, then they're not going to take you up on any information or insight you might give them, and that results in just you getting stuck and dragged down with them, trying to make them see it. And it's like, let it go. Just let it go. Let someone else handle it. You're not here to fix someone else's shit. They're here to fix their own. So if you're a healer or a shaman or a heyoka, I'm hoping you're having good experiences with people and not having to get bogged down to all the extra shit and drama that they bring. So, you know, good luck with that. Big hugs. Right. Gold beads. How many beads? Now the number matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 gold beads. That could be 9 pentacles. That could be self-worth. They're all gold, like pentacles. And it's in a rainbow cord. So yeah, that could be someone finally realizing the self-worth. And the rainbow is like the happy symbol on the other side. They finally, sorry, my stomach's kicking. They finally realize what they're worth. And being that the Nine of Pentacles is a symbol of independent self-worth, they're not relying on other people's validations for, you know, realizing that, which is good. So we're going to go with that. I like that one. I'm going to stick it right in the middle. I get paid for weird shit like this. I'm just saying. Come on, kids, let's make a dream board. No, alright. And I got a very small canary yellow diamond, which isn't real, it's a rhinestone, obviously. But given that it is diamond shaped, and it is very small, and it is yellow, yellow again being the sun card, maybe it's warm positivity and abundance as well. It's also a sense of gold. If you have got, oh god, what is that metal? Not metal, mineral. If you're into the gemstone side of things, you've got that. I've got one in my purse actually, but it's yellow and it's meant to attract wealth, which is good. I forget the names, I'm terrible with names. But if you can, go and get one of those, which sounds very technical and I've forgotten the name, but you know, it's very helpful. So someone could be facing some serious, nice bit of wealth coming up. Just nice. Glue that right in because we like that. And we like people getting looked after. It's not necessarily us. We always wish good for someone else, right? They're going to be nice. We wish them well. They're going to be a dick. We wish them the same back. But, you know, we've got to keep the odds even. Purple cord, lavender. Purple ribbon. It's ribbed. We're not going there. But, you know, the odds aren't frayed. The ends aren't frayed, so it's no real damage there. What is purple? Royalty. But it's like a light purple, so it's like feminine royalty. Yeah, so maybe someone's peaking or reaching into their Empress role. I don't know. Good sign that it's not damaged. When it's frayed and damaged, we worry because it means someone might have been attacked, or their Empress role might have been attacked, or it might be starting to undermine because of circumstances around them. They might be not facing the best circumstances. So we don't hope that, because we need our Empresses. And we need our Emperors in tarot terms. We need all of them because these are our benevolent leaders that are there for our benefit. They're there to protect us. We don't want to see them damaged. So again, pink flowers, love flowers. It's a hair clip as well, so hair. What could be about hair? If you were Native American, you would talk about your hair being related to your spirituality and your ancestry. Being that it's pink, maybe it's a female hair. And that's flowers, it's abundance. So someone might be facing something to do with their feminine side. It's clear and diamondish kind of looking, if you look. Maybe bubbles, I don't know. There's a lot of extra stuff I find I just don't know about. But you know, flowers is usually sort of abundance and nature and spiritual paths if you're into the Native American stuff, which I love. I love it. I love the Hayoka stuff, man. These guys are fucking awesome. I was watching a series about the reserve Native Americans, and it's a comedy, but I can't remember what it's called. But there's one guy on there that's meant to be like this spiritual leader, and he just turns up to his descendant, or he's a spirit guide to one of the boys, and the boys are like teenagers, and he just says some of the funniest shit. I think it's like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a pretty new one. If you can Google it, you'll probably find it. But he's funny as fuck. Piss myself. Sarcastic spirit guides are fun. Anyway, so I've got S, got a little bead, S, O, so, don't know, so, I don't know, chuck it on anyway, S, I don't know, maybe initials, someone's initials. Do I know anyone starting with an O? Do I know anyone starting with an S? Don't know. You never know. Maybe someone's trying to contact you from the other side that has S or an O. Don't know. Then I got a strawberry, which is an empress fruit, if you think about it. Mangoes as well. What it is the symbol of the strawberry is, considering all the seeds on the outside which are visible and the shape of it which looks like a, you know, not if you're a boy, because that's the shape for a boy, but if you think about it, it looks like a uterus. And so the symbol for the strawberry is actually a feminine symbol. And you've got the seeds, which are meant to be all the children that are available should you ovulate. You know, on the outside it's very visual kind of thing, so maybe it's a feminine, someone's having fertility issues or is very abundant. Being that it's pink instead of red, I would say it's a younger person maybe, because the color hasn't come to the full shade of the depth of red. I don't know. We got a smiling. That's gotta be a daisy, right? That's gotta be. It's not a sunflower. Oh, it could be a sunflower. I don't know, but it's happy, so we're gonna chuck him on too. I'm gonna chuck that right there. They're so happy little flowers. Can't go wrong with a daisy. Right, and we've got a double jump ring. Sign of, if you are into it, I think it's Kundalini with the snakes. You know, the snake where it's eating its tail. I think it's Kundalini. Oh my god, never ending story. No, that's different. That's a different snakes. But you've got the double sign of double helix, essentially, but not, you know, as a double helix. It's more like a compressed double helix. But it's a sign of rebirth, reincarnation, silver, starting again, although the ends don't meet in this double jump ring, so that's interesting. Someone might have broken a karmic cycle, I don't know. I find weird shit, man. It's all about interpretation. You can make anything into anything if you think about it. I mean, look at what Hitler did with Nietzsche's principles of eugenics. You can make anything stick if you want it to. It's not ethical, is it? No. Oh, look, another one. This one's gold. Yeah, he totally perverted that idea, but you know, they all ran with it, so who's really in trouble? That's nice. We're going to stick that one in the middle. You alright, Frank, back there? He's alright. He's a sleepy puppy. I've been waking up at 5, because I do. Because I do work before I go to work. And I do it on the weekend and I don't want to break my routine, but he's just not... He wakes up at 2 to wee. So I wake up at 2 to wee to let him out. And he's just got a lot of broken sleep right now. But when he gets through the night, he's going to be alright. Ooh, black bead. So that's going to be something to get used to. Alright, so a black wooden bead, oval in shape, wooden bead connection to earth and nature, black, masculine. Maybe some masculine is trying to connect with nature. Maybe he should go do some earthing, which is just wandering through parks, maybe meditating if you're into meditating. I don't meditate so well because my brain doesn't stop running, but I do on the treadmill when I've got a book in my hand, so I tend to multitask when I meditate. It's like, you're meditating, right? I'm zoning in and out of it, but it's okay because we still get the astral planing, right? Funny enough. It's weird. Some people can actually just sit there and just decompress, and you know, it's the best time for astral planing because you're not focused on the white noise or the extra shit in your head. I do it best on treadmill because I'm either reading a book or I'm zoning out, but I'm also listening to music and actually moving my legs, and I just seem to work better that way. So if you wanted to go into meditating, believe me that everyone's different. There's no set way of doing things. People adapt to their circumstances. If you find that you're better multitasking while you do it, go for it. If you're able to have that skill set where you can actually just stop and your brain just stops, then do that. I've heard it's the best way, to be honest, because you don't get distracted by the other stuff and you can centralize your energies on, you know, if you want to go internal or outternal. You know, everybody's different. Anyway, I applaud anyone who's got that attention span. 2 stars. Blue and purple. Wish fulfillment, dual wish fulfillment, maybe 2 people coming together. And stuck together too. It's like, it's stuck together. Oh, they're so romantic. Oh. Anyway, I hope someone gets there happily ever after. I love romantic stories. 2 people wishing for each other and coming together. Ooh, I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god, Frankie. He knows what I mean. Anyway. He doesn't know what I mean. Anyway. Let's spends 8% of his day at least licking his arse. You're right, baby. It's okay. Are we running out of? No, we're good. I've got the musk burning. I say burning, but you know, diffusing at the moment. It smells amazing in here, like baby powder. It's amazing. It's just like a cheap essential oil I got from, I think it was Red Dog. I think it was like $2 or $5 for the bottle. I'm like, score. But it's nice because it covers up the smell of potty training, shall we say. I forgot what puppies were like. Last time I had a puppy, I think it was in my early 20s. And now I'm 39, so it's like I forgot what they do. And I've slowly got used to him eating doors and peeing and shitting everywhere. So it's like I'm used to that now. I'm a lot calmer now. I don't get angry over it. I'm just looking for solutions at this point. So we fixed the door. I've fixed how to stop him doing that. He knows where to shit. And now I'm just waiting for him to like figure out that he needs to pee in the same place every time. So it's little puppy puddles of wee everywhere at the moment. So he's pretty on point. He's picking it up. But it takes time. And you gotta have patience, and it's gonna happen. It's okay. You're right, darling. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Second last bit, and thank goodness for that because this video is quite long actually, is some fluffy stuff. Because if you've noticed, I'm wearing one of my favourite jumpers. It's just fluffy. It feels like Angora, which is horrible because that's rabbit skin, but you know. But it's fake, obviously, because I got it from like Kmart. But I'm going to chuck that on anyway because I love it and it's fluffy textured and I've got ASD issues. So I'm going to add some texture. I don't know where I'm going to put it because this is a bit crazy right now. I'm going to put you here. And it will just add a nice feminine softness to the craziness that is the sign of Synchronicities. And there's a little bit of me in there as well. It belonged to me at one stage, which is nice. I'll just weave that in. Because it was me that found the Synchronicities and stuff. It's a bit narcissistic, isn't it? It's like, why do you think that you are important enough to put yourself into this art? It's like, don't know. I just like the texture too. It's nice. It's fluffy. I love fluffy things. I washed him the other day. I didn't realise how fluffy he was until I washed him. Alright, last bit is part of something that's like maybe a keychain, or what would you call it? Like what's those things you hang from the windows that aren't wind chimes, but they just dangle from your rear view mirror, and I got in trouble one time for it. You know, it's one of them, but it's got hearts, and so I'm going to chuck that on. It's got some stones on there. It's important, the stones. What's the stones? We got some amethyst, which is for your third eye. We got some quartz. We got some red stones. I should know that one. It looks like turquoise, doesn't it? Can you see? Like greeny one. I should know that one. And what looks like agate. I'm not good with crystals. I didn't study them. I didn't feel inclined. They didn't resonate with me that much. So I headed towards the cards. Cards I read like a motherfucker. Some people are gifted with skills in stones and stuff, and Reiki. I'm a card reader. That's possibly a cultural thing considering my heritage. Given my grandma's line is gypsy and shit like that. That's probably a cultural thing, to be honest. I don't remember any of our family ever being inclined to read stones and things like that. That's not really a... Cards, yeah. Fortunes, yeah. Coffee grounds especially, yeah, we've done that before. So, what else is there? I mean, you go with what you got. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to pick up different skills. You might be able to read energies. I read energies quite well. I can read people without them having to say anything. It's quite nice, actually. It's nice when you find someone who's hiding things about themselves that they're embarrassed about, but they are the nicest, sweetest things. I love doing that. I love finding those. And you'll see it when they're off guard. You'll see it maybe on a Facebook post or something like that. and they put on like maybe a tough front or something like that, and you sit there and think, you're not really like that, are you? So you sit there and think, you're silly, why don't you just be what you're supposed to be? But you know, it's fun. It's fun. People are so adept at masking who they are in order to perform, and they call the autistics maskers. But realistically, everyone masks. Everyone hides who they are. To a certain degree. It's just odd. Because some things are valuable and people hide them away because they're worried what people will think. But it's gorgeous. Like seeing guys that are meant to be this rough, tough kind of fucking thing because they think it's that they have to do it. And then seeing like their softer side and you go, oh, why don't you just do this up front? It's like, no, I didn't want you to think I was, you know, effeminate or something. I'm going, what's wrong with that? I don't know. Odd to people. I think I've pretty much done what we've done. I think this is pretty much it as far as I get, because I've run out of signs that I'm willing to glue on. I still have a few things that I'm not going to glue on because they're still quite valuable, even though they're half eaten. I've got like a 10-cent coin, which is Australian, a 5-cent coin, which is from New Zealand, and a dollar coin from New Zealand, 5 pence, the smart people, and a 6 pence. Wait, do we still do 6 pence? It's got a queen on it from... Christ, doesn't even have a date on it. Oh no, 59. That's old. And a 10-cent euro. Oh, who's on the euro though? It's an angel with stars. Oh, that's nice. Oh, divine guidance. That's so nice. I didn't even see that one. What's on the other ones? Ooh, shamrocks and shit. So technical. What we got? Sixpence has got like Tudor rose, thistle. Fucking love thistles. Welsh leek, and the Irish. It's not a shamrock. It's just tree of clover. I wonder what that is. Look at the Maori stuff. I say Maori. It's New Zealand. They got a lizard on one of theirs. What kind of lizard is that? I don't know. Anyway, I gotta Google this. 5 pence. So 5 is the number for change. Little kiwi. You got cool coins. Anyway, and a silver lock, which is actually silver. Oh, and a silver chain and a gold earring. So obviously I'm not going to glue these on. I might reuse them or save up all the bits and pieces I get and then trade them in at a metals trader. As I said before, I managed to pay off my divorce with a ring that I had found and cashed in. So that was nice. So I might, you never know when you're going to need that. So obviously that is a gift. I mean, you might get coins gifts. These are gifts from the vine, obviously, that you can use later on if they're not too damaged. Or maybe there'll be collector coins at some point, you know, when they start changing heads of people on coins and stuff. But it's the tokenism and the luck behind it that you should be paying attention to. It's a case of someone, maybe your people, your ancestors, or the divine, or, you know, angels or something on the other side, your guidance, your spirit animals, trying to give you something that could help you. People see a 5-cent coin on the street and they just think, oh, 5-cent coin's not worth anything. But if you think about it, it's the act behind it that has the value. It shows that someone actually gives a fuck. Even if it's not someone in your 3D vicinity. It could be a grandparent, it could be a dead wife, it could be, you know, it could be anything. Don't ignore the signs. They're very helpful. I've got a big gold earring. That reminds me of earrings my grandma used to wear. Funny enough. Big gold chunky one. My grandma wore gold. No. Padlocks, silver padlocks. I don't know. So, I'm hoping you guys have a fantastic Sunday. I finished my board. If I can swivel it around, maybe you can see it. Maybe it's upside down. It's shit. It's not shit, but it's shit. Maybe I can... Ooh, can you tilt it? If I just lean it, maybe? Oh, I'm terrible with this. Oh, there you go. Hang on. Can you see? Wonderfully messy and chaotic. I love it. Okay. Terrible. Terrible. I hope you didn't feel sick me doing that. I hope you didn't get a view of something you shouldn't have. So or maybe you did. So I'm hoping you have a fantastic Sunday, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm going to start doing my podcast, as I said before, while I'm painting and doing weird arts and crafts and shit. It's a change. We'll still be discussing random topics, of course, but you know, nothing as mundane as discussing what signs and symbols I found with my ASD brain, and then glued them on a canvas. So I'm hoping you have a fantastic weekend. Take it easy, don't stress out. Try and find some way to do some grounding or something nice. Take your shoes off if you manage to get to a park. I've been doing that when I've been walking Frankie. Every time he goes wandering around the trees, I take my shoes off and I just enjoy the feel of the ground. And it's nice to get some clean air and out of the house and away from noise and fuss and stress. Grounding's always good. If you're into meditation, I hope you have a fun meditation where you can explore some of your inner things. If you're brave enough. Some people are like, I don't want to even try because it's scary and I don't like it. But you know, it's always good to know yourself. See if you can overcome some devils to learn some interesting life lessons. Take it easy, and I'll do another one, hopefully, I don't know, maybe after this one or something. I don't know, we'll see. I see ya.